Hey, welcome back. Alright, so against this boss, we're going to change up our strategy. So we're just I'm doing a little review of what's to happen. And we're going to change up some of our cards, mainly our decks. And I'll be changing just some equipment items. So there's my deck of the Sage. It's awesome for crowd control. And assuming that you're just going to kill in one turn. And I'm switching to the Onyx deck, which is more, it's built especially just for this floor, and it it complements my role, which I'll be explaining a little bit later. So I'm switching out my Arena pet for the Wraith pet, so I have an extra attack in hand, and I'm switching to Ice Wand, just in case the boss has first turn and decides to shield early on. Or if Cheryl needs to convert again because a first attack doesn't kill him, then I can knock out any other ice shield in the way. So there's our plan. I'm tanking, so all incoming damage comes to me, and so any weaknesses that are casted will all be on me. Cheryl be on the sideline, uh, just prepping herself. She'll be killing off the boss. And my other role in the position is to take out the minion whenever it comes. So my deck earlier, the Tempestra's Onyx deck, was built specifically to single target and use the least amount of pips possible. So I have more Death Blades over Spiritual Blades, and I don't think I even added in a Spiritual Trap. Trying to keep my power pip count high so I can be ready to attack the minion and react in case there's an early respawn. Because it turns out that, or at least I found out in some of my runs, that after you kill the minion, it's not necessarily 4 turns after his death. And I mean, I have a hunch, and haven't tested this this thought out yet, but possibly the minion is supposed to return every 7 or 8 rounds. Maybe it's not a continuous command for it to show up after its death, because there's times where it's shown up just 2 turns after its death. So, but anyway, I have no idea, so I'm not gonna go in any further into that. And as you've noticed, I didn't plan on this being a long battle, even though it does take a bit to set up Cheryl fully. Not because she lacks in damage, but because we want to use the fewest attacks possible to take him out. So we're technically aiming for just 1 hit right now. And the disadvantage of not having reshuffle is, well, if the battle does last longer, you're stuck with the guards you came in with. But the disadvantage, I would say, is sometimes the reshuffle would get in the way, and especially on this floor when my role is to have minion duty, and if I reshuffle, then I won't be able to blade myself fast enough um, to kill him, again with the risk of fizzling. And on these floors for Briskbreeze, I mean, you have to consider everything, any possibilities. So I'm asking Cheryl, we've got to attack soon because we may not have enough wraiths to take out the minion every time. And I'm gonna be a little analytical here with the situation. Seems that Cheryl really, really trusts my plans and me for this floor because she came in as that with half health, and I was kind of commenting to her during the battle like, you didn't potion? That was weird, but I guess it's her silent way of saying, I think I know what you're doing. Uh, you're not gonna let me die. So, but then again, she could also be under the misconception that I have any ally heals, and in this case, and as you saw, I didn't have any. So, I mean, I think if we had to come to the case where she would need a heal, some trust would be breached. Who knows? So here I am, I'm gonna do something a little fancy and say I'm gonna feint this minion, but this time, uh, even if I have any weaknesses on, let's try to do an AoE kill. So I feint him, and then, well, I'm just hoping that Scarecrow is enough damage, along with my natural boost, to be able to kill a minion and have Cheryl Dragon, but as time is ticking down, I'm thinking I should play it safe. Really wanna do this. Have a successful first boss run. I mean, it's kind of a shame to die to him if it's not your first time in Briskbreeze, or even your second time. So always keep an eye on pips. I mean, in any situation you're in, whether it's PvP, player versus environment, which is PvE, or boss farming, always keep an eye on the number of pips they have, so you have an idea of when to attack and who to attack. So wiping out this minion didn't fizz this time, luckily. And that boss has got 5 pips. I'm thinking in my head right now, we better take that thing down. I don't want to face its punishment, whatever he's gonna cast. So whammo, shows the girl, popping out that elephant, elephant, and just busting the boss up. So there we go, easy completion of the first boss. So now we're gonna move on to the other floors, and I'll see you in the next part.